I actually have a video I want to play us. So Brian Kenny and Mad Dogg were on MLB Network today, and there was a conversation about Gunnar Henderson, and I think we should watch it real quick.
Roll the tape.
Here we go. Let me share the video. Boom, here we go.
We're doing a thing on Ellie De La Cruz coming up. Think about it. Ellie De La Cruz, Bobby Witt, Gunnar Henderson. Like, there's a new wave of potential, just to keep your head on straight, best player in baseball candidates. I'll say candidates. These guys are emerging as kind of best player in the league. Like Mookie Betts is still there. Judge is still there. I get it. Ohtani is going to pitch again. But these three right now, and maybe C.J. Abrams, we're talking superstar shortstops that are already, and the first three emerging already as best players in baseball.
Yeah, De La Cruz strikes out an awful lot.
Yeah.
And, last year he didn't do a lot in the second half of the year.
True.
So I'm going to hold. I know he's got a lot of potential, but I'm going to hold out on him.
He's killing it right now, though, Dogg.
Does he have this year?
Dogg, you're right.
He does strike out a lot.
He's killing it so far this year. With a high batting average, he should have a place in your heart. He hits like 320. Like, he's not hitting 240 with power. He hits like 315, 320 with power. And he's playing shortstop, and he's the fastest guy in the league. Like, Doug, there's a lot there.
But last year, he did not finish the season well at all. Last year, he did not. I don't know what the numbers were.
Oh, he was terrible. Last 2 months. I got him. I'm going to show him. Yeah, no. Last 2 months, he fell off the cliff. He's back. Right. But he fell off. Right. Guys have to make adjustments. But, like, the most impressive, like, I don't know, Bobby Witt and Gunnar Henderson, just briefly, are mind-blowing right now. I'm saying, if I have a choice, who do I want this year, Ohtani or Gunnar Henderson? Might take Gunnar Henderson.
So would I. Fields, middle of the infield.
There you go.
I would too.
Gunnar
Henderson's going to be great. He's a great player.
Got a great yeah.
That is a great player. He is going to be the best Oriole out of all the new guys that came up. He's going to be the best one. That's how good he is.
I wouldn't argue that.
He's going to be the best one.
We're in total agreement. We can.
So,
wow. Right now, this year, they're saying Gunnar Henderson or Shohei Ohtani. We saw this is not Shohei slumping. This is Shohei playing like you paid Shohei to play. They're saying, put it all together. They're taking Gunnar Henderson. That is how good Gunnar Henderson is playing right now.
Well, and then this goes back to the conversation real quickly when everyone was trying to look at what Jackson Holliday is trying to accomplish. And again, highly touted #1 overall prospect. You know who also was a #1 overall prospect? Gunnar Henderson. Do you know who also didn't have the same expectations as Jackson? Was Gunnar Henderson. But I told you guys this, and I've had the 2-0 shit moments in my professional career being around some legendary players. I didn't have a chance to play or be around Jackson Holliday, so I can't speak on that specifically. First player, you guys know this, and the viewers, if you're going to hear this for the second time or whatever it is, I'm sorry. I started my career at the Washington Nationals. My teammate was Juan Soto. And I remember when he was 17 and came over, and the Nationals hitting coaches and coordinators were saying, this is the best hitter in the organization when Bryce Harper's already in the big leagues. And we're going, no bullshit. No way. Well, guess what? They turned out to be, and Bryce is still one of the best players in the game. Yeah. Soto helped lead the Nats to a 2019 title. Yes, the pitching was great, but Soto at that young age, and look what he's off to the start in New York right now. The other oh shit moment was Gunnar Henderson. It's the only 2 times in the history that I've been around in the 8 years in professional ball, the only time I had that feeling of any player I played against or being around. And for Gunnar, that's what I was trying to tell people. If there's one player that cannot leave Baltimore under any circumstance, I will tackle Gunnar. We will lock him in the studio, and I promise you, Birdland, Gunnar's going to be an Oriole for the long haul. There's no merit, but just of me just saying this. But when you have a guy like that, he's not going to walk out the door, and especially what he means to this organization now. The best is yet to come. We're talking about a storm's coming. The storm already rolled through with Gunnar Henderson. Now it's just hurricane season, where he is going to be doing this to American League opponents, American League East opponents, year after year after year.
We got to tell that was brilliant. It's hurricane season.
Oh,
I think that's gonna that we can make that a thing. That's all. That we'll copy that down.
Yeah, we're gonna write that down. Write that down.